Good evening. Welcome back to North Campus Athletic Complex on the campus of William Woods University for the second half of today's doubleheader featuring Clark University Pride and your William Woods University Owls. Racist, sexist, discriminatory, or threatening language has no place in soccer or on the campus of William Woods University. Anyone directing comments of this nature towards student athletes are subject to removal. Let's meet our starting lineups here in just a few moments. The starters, starting with Clark Pride. Number 1, Lucas Fontana, Peoria, Illinois. Number 3, Nirko Zamorano from Valencia, Spain. Number 5, Carlos Aparazzi from Valencia, Spain. Number 7, Yuto Nishio from Kanagawa, Japan. Number 8, Javi Munoz from Madrid, Spain. Number 9, Danielle Valverde from Madrid, Spain. Number 10, Alfonso Gonzalez from Sevilla, Spain. Number 11, William Arana from Urbana, Illinois. Number 12, Luis Mejia from La Ceiba, Honduras. Number 14, Juan Pablo Cortez from Bogota, Colombia. And number 17, Eric Solares from Des Moines, Iowa. For your William Woods Owls, number 1, Matthew Dvorak from Warsaw, Poland. Number 3, a junior midfielder from Jefferson City, Missouri, Miles Andrews. Number 4, a junior from Sesimbra, Portugal, Rodrigo Franco. Number 5, a senior defender from St. Louis, Josh Sire. Number 6, a senior midfielder from Fucal, Portugal, Luis Pinto. Number 8, a junior midfielder from Morica, Spain, Alejo Marchiani. Number 10, junior midfielder from Birmingham, England, Charlie Williams. Number 15, a defender from Auckland, New Zealand, Danny Quickenden. Number 19, a freshman forward from Sessa Corvara, Italy, Francesco Debra. Number 22, from Ontario, Canada, Marlon Swaby. And number 39, a sophomore midfielder from Dortmund, Germany, Moritz Schaefer. Coaching for the Owls today, Ivan Lola and Lucas Dahan. Again, this is Brian Spielbauer, Vice President of Athletics at William Woods University. Looking forward for big game 2 here. Clark University took game 1 of the doubleheader, 2-0 against the female Owls. Clark with the ball to start. Lots of pressure being applied by the Owl men. Throwing it in for the Owls. Quickenden. Owls had a big game last time out against Missouri Valley, a 1-1 tie. Owls on the move. Ball back to the Pride. Pride on the attack. Thwarted by the Owl defense. Offsides, ball back to the Owls. We'll pause for a second.
Wood with it back on the near side as they play it back to Vorak. As the Owls looking to push out of the back, play out of the back. Vorak to this near side. Out to Rodrigo Franco. That ball deflected back into the middle. Clark looking to counter quickly. That ball was intended for Valverde. And a foul will be called on the Pride. Just moments into our first half here at the North Campus Athletic Complex. Pinto will play it back to the captain, Josh Sayer. Al still looking for that center back partnership here in conference play. That one headed straight up. Really good match played last year between these two teams. Back then it was a non-conference matchup as the Owls and Pride played to a 3-3 draw. Header one out of the air by Franco and headed forward by Quickenden. And here goes Luis Pinto near side for Andrews. He'll work on that right foot, looking to cut back into the middle. Finds Williams. Now back out wide for Pinto, wanting to play Andrews, and he will. Here's Andrews on the skip. Left foot shot in the middle, deflected just wide. Follow-up effort by Schaefer. And the Owls looking to get on the front foot. Here's Pinto. And Marcaccini unable to find a teammate, and the Pride will clear, but a good chance there for Woods on the cross from Andrews. Andrews' left foot cuts into the middle. That's a great ball, and just looking for that final touch as he had Debra attacking the front post. And a good response from Woods as Clark came out quickly, put some pressure on the Owls, had a couple opportunities, but a good response here by Woods. Zamorano to Cortez. So they try and get a little bit of possession after a good spell there from Woods. In the midfield for Gonzalez. So they want to go out wide for Aparici. Plenty of international talent on this Clark Pride team. Players from Spain, Honduras, Japan, Chile, Colombia, Panama, England, Austria. And the keeper will keep it with Fontana, wearing the captain's armband for Clark. Beautiful diagonal ball to this near side for Nishio. Yudo Nishio with the left foot. Didn't get enough on it. Will count as a save for Vorak. In the all-red kit this afternoon for Woods. Another beautiful afternoon. In the mid-80s, maybe a breath of wind. Neither team really getting a whole lot out of it here early on. 0-0 score line as we enter just under 6 minutes into our first half. Franco to Quickenden down the line. He was looking for Debra, who continues to chase. But tracking that down for the Pride was William Orana, who's listed on the roster as a forward. They have him at right back. And it's turnover here. Williams, good idea, was looking to send Andrews, was deflected. Owls still keep possession. Pinto inside for Andrews. Got it caught up in his feet, still gets it back. Miles with the cross, another one just across the face of goal. Unable to get a foot on it was Debra, and they're going to say a corner for Woods. Quickly over to take it is Marlon Swaby, the 5'9" freshman from Ontario, Canada. And he will leave it to the feet of Danny Quickenden, the sophomore from Auckland, New Zealand. Will be an in-swinger from the left foot of Quickenden. Owls will stack 5 players in the box. We'll just have a couple near midfield. That ball to the back post, curling and going up and making the save is Fontana, a 5'10" grad student from Peoria, Illinois. Arana. Heavy touch. He's able to get it back. Will they call the foul? They will. That'll go on Schaefer. Sophomore from Dortmund, Germany. You can tell both these teams pushing up those outside backs, playing with just the 2 center backs, trying to work around the wing and those diagonal balls as they want to get it into the feet of Yuto Nishio. Cortez, give and go action with Munoz. And sprinting off is Gonzalez, playing it out wide. But the Owls able to escort it out for the goal kick. Oh, they're going to say it was deflected. And some miscommunication there for the Owls. And a corner kick opportunity coming for the Pride. Alfonso Gonzalez, a 5'8" junior from Sevilla, Spain, will take the corner. Clark will keep 5 or 6 on the edge of the 18. Gonzalez. Header won by Franco out of the box. And the Owls want to go with Charlie Williams. Barreling down the middle of the field. Charlie, it's 2-on-4 here. He's going to play it out wide. And the official, the AR, not going to call off sides. So Andrews can continue to go. He crossed it with the right foot. No one there for the Owls. And Clark wants to build out of the back. Beautiful piece of hesitation there from Javier Munoz. And this one has opened up in the last few minutes. So they will work it out wide. Valverde for Munoz. Right with him is Pinto. Crossed into the box. Off the head of Sayer, then cleared away by Quickenden. If he's not there, Nishido has a wide open look. He keeps possession, though, for the Pride. For Solaris. Into the middle. That's a dangerous ball cleared out by Sayer just to the top of the 18. And then cleared away by Quickenden. And it's been Clark on the last 3 or 4 minutes, putting pressure on Woods. Long ball, searching, no one there. And a goal kick for the Owls. Vorak, DeFranco, and again, Owls pushing these outside backs 15, 20 yards up the field. Makes it difficult for attacking forwards to kind of find their placement. And again, Pride up front, wearing the captain armband is Valverde, the junior from Madrid, Spain. Just kind of splitting those 2 center backs and sitting about 6 yards off. Owls want to switch fields as they find Vorak. And that's Charlie Williams who will come back and get it, basically playing at the wingback position. That's a heavy touch by Schaefer. Owls got to do something quickly. Heads up play there by Franco to head it back to Vorak, giving them the option to pick that up if he wanted to. 10 minutes into the first half. Our doubleheader, and more actually a triple header today on homecoming here at William Woods. Started with that women's soccer game. Currently the men's soccer game, and then at 7:30, Owls football takes on Central Methodist. Plenty of space in the middle for Gonzalez. He was looking for Valverde, but he's offsides. But the build-up through the middle giving Clark the opportunity. Owls in the all-white tops, white shorts, white socks. Woods across the chest in green, outlined in black. The Pride in the all-navy tops and shorts, white numerals. Right now, the Owls getting stuck in that midfield. Turned it over 2 or 3 times in a row. Have got to find a way to get it out to the wing quickly, because they're just overwhelmed with numbers there by the Pride. Williams wants to go with the left foot. Diagonal ball searching for Andrews. But step for step with him was Eric Solaris. Gonzalez, Alfonso Gonzalez, a junior from Sevilla, Spain. He'll have it at his feet. Wants to play the long ball over the top. That's Arana. They're 2-on-1. Arana, though, takes it with the left foot. Not sure he saw his teammate Valverde to his right, but it was a 2-on-1 opportunity that goes awry there for the Pride. Almost no wind here in this opening half. Turf's got to be around 95, 96 degrees right now. Didn't see if the officials are going to allow any type of hydration break this afternoon. Oh, good look there from Debra to Quickenden. Here goes Andrews again and cleared away. And every single time ball played to Andrews, he's got 2 defenders on him, but it will earn a throw in for Woods. Quickenden and Andrews both there. And Danny Quickenden will take the throw. Schaefer will show for him. He will get that to his feet. Finds Andrews. Owls are going to have to build back up. That's cleared away. It will stay with Woods. Throw into Pinto. Luis back out wide to Quickenden. Pinto makes the run. He'll find his feet inside the box. Flicks it to the middle. Headed on by Schaefer. Back post. In the finish for the Owls. And exactly how it's set up on the last 2 opportunities. And it's Charlie Williams. Comes through again for Woods. But credit to Quickenden and Pinto going with a little give and go. Pinto just flashed it across the 6-yard box. And on the back post, it's Charlie Williams to give the Owls the early lead with 31-38 remaining in our first half. It all starts with the pressure down that left wing that Miles Andrews puts on the Clark defense. And how do the Pride respond as the Owls take the early lead? And that final touch that was missing on the last 2 attacks from Woods. They had 2 players in the box on both those opportunities, but that third one finally saw Williams go from his midfield position to the back post and an easy tap in. Not a whole lot Lucas Fontana could do. That ball's out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Owls. Appreciate those tuning in on the Urban Edge Network this afternoon. Powered by Visaic. Those tuning in on the Heart Conference Network as well. Beautiful use of the body there by Swaby to earn the throw. Had 2 defenders on his back. And Swaby, the freshman, has gotten some big minutes. Watched a lot of the matchup against Missouri Valley last week and created some problems down that wing in this gauntlet of a conference here in the heart of America, as the Owls have had some tough losses early on in conference play. But all that matters is finding a way to get to that 8th seed, get yourself an opportunity in the conference tournament. Owls continue working down that far side. Back-to-back throw-ins. Cross here, played by Williams. Headed away. Owls can reset. Quickenden, another newcomer to this squad. Diagonal to the near side. Can Andrews keep it in play? He can. Goes off the top of his shoulder. Nishio has to play it back towards his own goal. But Charlie Williams giving Woods a desperate early lead in a game they have to have as we near the midway point of Heart of America play. Zamorano, far side for Arana. Also done a good job of putting pressure on the midfield, forcing him to play it back. Pressure by Andrews, almost gets the turnover, but Clark able to find the feet of Solaris. Zamorano, Gonzalez. Stacking some passes here, Mejia looking for the speedy Arana. Owls will play it back to Vorak, who clears the pressure, but right to the feet of Gonzalez. Give and go, Gonzalez. Williams trying to track back. Gonzalez almost stepping through. Owls unable to clear, though. A shot and just right to the hands of Valverde. To the hands of Vorak, as Valverde tried to go over the top, but it's difficult to go over the 6'3" senior from Warsaw, Poland. Woods, a team not afraid to build out of the back. They don't want to play that long ball. Down the sideline is Alejo Marcaccini Batoli. Awkward ball there. Quickenden able to recover and find Franco. "16 minutes into our opening half. Owls getting that goal from Charlie Williams. 15 minutes in. Debra out wide. Andrews in some space. Will he take the shot? He will. It's a cross goal again. Swaby with the goal. Marlon Swaby, 5'9" freshman, on the other end on that pass from Miles Andrews yet again. And a dream start for Woods as they go up 2-0 with 27:44 to go in the first half. But again, the pace of Andrews, you just can't teach it. His ability to run onto that ball, played over to the top. And Swaby, knowing where that pass is going to be, just gets inside the 6. And another one, you can't blame the keeper there for Clark. Just no chance as that ball flashes across goal. And quickly into the back of the net by the freshman Swaby. Marcaccini. Schaefer does everything he could to at least get a foot on it. And how much pressure does Clark put to try and get at least one before the end of this first half? That'll be handling on the Pride. Clark Hurley 2-3-1 in the Heart of America. Puts them in 6th place. Woods finds themselves at the bottom of the standings at 0-2-3. But exactly how Tommy Nienhaus's team needed to come out at home. So good idea there from Pinto. He tried to find Batoli, but it'll go out of play. Williams almost steps in. That would have put the Owls in 3-on-2. But the strength from the midfielder, Gonzalez, retains possession for the Pride. What the Owls are really forcing Gonzalez to do in those first early moments, Gonzalez getting in on the attack. Over the last 10 minutes, he's been forced to play back towards his goal and drop a good 10 to 15 yards. Batoli, Williams, Schaefer with 2 on his back. Can he able to turn and he'll earn the foul against Clark. It's an opportunity for the Owls to try and maybe put some more pressure on Clark and work for that 3rd goal. At halftime, we'll make sure we get you scores from around the heart of America. Heavy off the foot of Schaefer, but again, there's Andrews. Moritz looking wide. Go to the feet of Marcaccini. Swaby. Schaefer. DePinto. The buildup from the Owls, continuing to find space on both wings. Swaby, good run here from Luis. Pinto on his right foot, working a little step over there, trying to find some space and a teammate. Swaby, back to Pinto. He's in the box, looking to find someone on the cross. It's to the back post and curling away. And no room for Miles Andrews to get there. And it's the Pride who can push with Nishio out to Munoz. But again, they have to play back towards their goal. The pressure created by the Owls defense and a turnover there. Debra wants to go from deep, and he splits the uprights. Not a bad idea, looking to see if the keeper was off of his line. As Fontana wasn't too worried about it, but Debra trying to take a chance there. Maybe lob one over the top of the keeper. Zamorano and Aparisi in the center back position for the visitors. Marcaccini looking for help, and Sayer, he's going to want that one back, but he does clear it towards Junior Lake. Ball played into the middle, header one directly towards Charlie Williams, and Schaefer all by himself, or Debra, excuse me. Head goes off the top of his head. We have a substitution maybe coming in. Nope. Stolen away to the feet of Andrews. He gets on his left looking for Debra. He'll keep possession. Back out to Andrews. That was a tough touch there. Going through it is Quickenden, able to drive it through back into the middle. But out wide, the Clark has numbers. It's 4-on-4 if they'll go. Leave it back up for the left back, Mejia. Al's really moving as one defensive unit right now, putting a ton of pressure on the midfield of the Pride. Again, looking for Nishio. Is that ball going to stay in play? It is. Yuto Nishio. The defender right on top of him wants to play it through. Who's going to step through for the Owls as Williams gets stepped on from behind. They will blow the whistle as the studs caught the back of the heel. That one by Eric Solaris. Goals from Charlie Williams and Marlon Swaby have the Owls looking at a 2-0 lead in this first half. So we've cleared the midway point of our first half. Andrews with defenders all over him, and it gets taken away. Williams, there. Clark will just play it to the middle to Luis Mejia, 5'4" senior from Honduras. Miscommunication, and Batoli. Right idea looking for Debra. Right now there's just a little bit of a disconnect between that center attacking position and then the 9 standing up top with Francesco Debra. And are we going to get our first card of the game? It's going to be issued to Juan Pablo Cortez on a heavy challenge on Luis Pinto. No subs yet for either team. Owls have 2 subs that look to check in here momentarily. And quickly, Clark looking to get a sub as well. Schaefer's still down on a knee. Not sure if he's tying his shoe or if there's a issue there. Looks to be maybe just tying his shoe, but the Owls do have 2 players looking to check in. Pinto will take the free kick near midfield. Owls keep possession, back to Quickenden. Williams, who has just been everywhere in this opening half, as usual, just a menace on both the defensive and offensive side, got himself a goal. Owls can reset. And how deep does Clark sit here, trailing by 2 goals? Past the midway point of our first half. Do they try and get one before the end of the first half? It's Williams just skating through defenders. Charlie, it's tipped away. He had 2 teammates to his left. An opportunity now for the Pride. Mejia to the left of Arana. He'll leave it for Gonzalez. Back to Arana. Chip ball over the top. There's space there. Vorak's going to have to get there quickly, but offsides called first. That ball again for Valverde. It'd be interesting to see if he wasn't offsides, who would have won that foot race. Quickenden. And Franco scuffs it. Still able to track it down. He's got his keeper there if he wants to use him, along with Sayer. He'll use Vorak. Long ball over the top, looking for Debra. Can he beat the defender? And Swaby's there, and he gets it taken away by Aparisi. Aparisi wants to go, and he'll draw the foul against Swaby. Free kick opportunity for the visitors. Into the box. Franco, tremendous job of preventing the attacker from getting to that ball and straight to the hands of Vorak, who works quickly. Here's Andrews and Williams again. They'll work together. Andrews to Williams. Charlie looks up, leaves it for Miles. It's going to go out of play. One pass too many there for the Owls. And we will get the subs in. That's going to be number 6 for Clark, Jose Luis Rojas. He'll enter the match. Checking out for Woods is Miles Andrews. And up top for Woods, it's going to be number 21, Matthias Cobb. And out on this near side wing will be number 28, Johnny Smith. So Smith in for Andrews. Schaefer out. And Cobb in. Or actually, they're going to drop Schaefer back. So we'll see who came in. Is someone in the midfield here. We'll check here in just a moment. Either way, on the field for sure is Cobb and Smith. Cobb, 6'3" junior forward from Nashville, Tennessee. And then winning that header was Johnny Smith, but it looks like he's offsides. Johnny Smith, the 5'9" sophomore midfielder from Las Vegas, Nevada. 17:40 left in the opening half. Woods leading 2-0. Goals from Charlie Williams and Marlon Swaby, and a turnover. Driving is Matthias Cobb. Can he get to his right foot? Keeper there. It's just to the near side post. Did not earn a corner, and we'll get another sub here for Woods. Head coach Mike Payet upset with his team right now. That was a preventable turnover by the Pride. Sub for the Owls, they'll bring in Grant Barron, 5'8" junior forward from Norwich, England, transfer from Tennessee Wesley. 2-0 lead. Be a throw in for Clark. As you see, more numbers getting pushed forward. But the problem is when you do that, you leave the wings open for Woods, and I know Johnny Smith, plenty of pace. A good idea by the Owls as Schaefer, he's almost moved into a defensive mid position after playing the forward. Barron, good idea there for Cobb, just too much on that pass. And it gets all the way to the keeper, Fontana. The center backs, even more of a gap here for Clark. Zamorano. Valverde coming all the way back. Good turn on that right foot, looking to play a teammate in. Cleared away by Marcaccini. The Owls defensively know exactly where they go when these passes are made. Just pressure after pressure put on. And Schaefer able to get past two Pride players to get to that ball. All the way back to Vorak. But they got to win the – they're going to say it's a foul, and it might be a yellow. It is going to be a yellow card on Woods as that goes against Matias Cobb. It was a dangerous play. High boot. Not sure if it actually caught the defender in the head, but still a dangerous play whether he made contact or not. And it looks to be that's Zamorano who got in there first. Zamorano seems to be okay. 6'1" junior from Valencia, Spain. Courageous effort by Zamorano just to put his head in on that one. I'm not sure Cobb actually saw as he was facing the Woods goal where Zamorano was coming in on. Just a really bad break there for Cobb, who picks up a yellow card with 15:30 to go in the first half. Have to be careful if your Woods don't want to go a man down here before the end of the half. We're up 2-0. Rojas out to the far side. And again, Clark just forced the play back towards their own goal. Zamorano. Back and forth with Munoz. Back to Zamorano. Cobb with the pressure. Gonzalez now wide. Cross to the back post. There's space there for Valverde. He'll it back to the 18. Stepping in on it. Deflected away. Still an opportunity here for Clark. Official says play on as Valverde went down. Williams trying to clear for the Owls. They finally do. Can Johnny Smith play him on? It is. And on the skip is Barron. Grant Barron. It's a 3-on-2 for Woods. Barron. Oh, beautiful ball. Can he get it to Cobb in time for the finish? Yes. Oh, no. He's offsides. My goodness. What a pass from Grant Barron that would have put the Owls up 3-0. And now a stoppage and potentially a yellow card for Barron. For delaying the restart of play, it is. So the Owls go from going up 3-0 to offsides and a yellow card as both attacking players for Woods now on yellows. Subs that came in. As Cobb will plead his case with the official. If that would have gone in, Barron would have been up for assist of the week. My goodness, went with the outside of the foot, curling it back to the top of the 18 on a platter there for Cobb. It was a good finish, but doesn't count. 2-0, and that's going to get an opportunity out wide into the middle. Valverde and Vorak there first. Off of his line quickly was Vorak. Batoli. And a little bit of a push off. Official not going to call that foul. Good spell here for the Pride. Zamorano for Munoz. Gonzalez. Al's not putting any pressure. They're going to play it out wide. No offsides called. Left-footed effort, kind of scuffed there, cleared away by Franco, but right to the feet of Zamorano. He's going to look to switch field. He's got a teammate out wide. Arana into the middle of the 18, and there's Williams again just to clear away. But all the pressure being applied by the Pride right now as we near the final third of the first half. That ball through the legs, looking for Arana, and Sayer makes the smart play to clear it away. Sub coming for both teams. Coming off is Eric Solaris. Be Williams checking out for Woods. In for the Pride, number 23, Alvaro Martinez. Actually, that is Williams that stays on. Schaefer checks out. In for the Owls, number 7, David Fink, the 6-foot senior from Heidelberg, Germany. 12:27, clock running in our first half. Goals from Williams and Swaby for Woods. On almost identical plays. Woods just running things down the left wing with Andrews. And Woods really had 3 or 4 opportunities prior to that, but finally getting a foot on the back post to put it away. Barron on that yellow turns it over. Nishido has moved to that left wing, has a teammate there with Martinez. Owls do clear the pressure, and they do have a little 3-on-3 here if they go wide to a Johnny Smith. Smith on the right foot, can cut back to his left if he wants it. Smith with the shot right at the keeper, though. Big save for Lucas Fontana. Long ball again. They have really been searching on that far side for Arana. And they've got Nishido over there as well, but he's not playing in a left. Well, he is now moved to the left wing position, almost as a left striker, more so up top, as they've dropped in Munoz as well. Unable to get off his feet is Barron. It'll still be a throw for Woods. Marcaccini to take the throw in. One of 5, make it 5 seniors and the 1 grad student for Woods on this squad. And Martinez going to play that ball down the near side. It's offsides. He had Munoz making the run. But Martinez at 6'5". Be a menace on free kicks if you get that opportunity for Clark. Owls in no rush right now. No need to be in a rush, leading 2-0. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Heavy touch there by the Owls. It goes off the feet of Barron. Had Quicken into his left. A substitution for Clark. Checking out is Luis Mejia, number 12. And that looks to be number 2, Xavier Campa, 5'10" senior from Tyler, Texas. Munoz, Franco, he gets by him and then cleared away. Oh, it goes right back to him. Volleyed effort wide by William Arana. But Clark driving for potentially their first goal of the match, and they'd love to cut this thing in half before the break. Sayer, Barron. Marcaccini trying to go back to Barron, but luckily heavy on that defensive opportunity. And down the line go the Owls. Here's David Fink. Owls with players flooding the box. Fink going to start over. He can switch fields. Players on this near side wide open. Left side, here's Williams. Williams cutting in on his left. Thought about going to the back post. Instead goes to Johnny Smith on the near side. Left-footed effort from a Johnny, and that one scuffs off and wide. It'll be a goal kick for Clark. Fontana has been busy in this first half for Clark. Zamorano, Martinez. Long ball played and one out of the air by Marcaccini. Fink to Pinto. Three seniors getting a touch on that one. And again, Pinto picking up the loose ball back to Marcaccini. Those midfield. Oh, that ball scuffed by the keeper. Can the Owls finish it? Barron gets shoved down to the ground. Cobb's still there, and what is going on in the box right now? It's somehow the foul goes against Woods. And Cobb has to be careful. He's sitting on a yellow. Might have been shoved in the back, but in that case, you just got to get up and go. Smart play by Cobb just to let it ride. But the keeper almost a tragic event there for Clark, and Fontana able to get away with it as that pass just went over the top of his foot. And Cobb looked to be in on goal, but instead it stays a 2-0 scoreline. Pinto just running the midfield here, and a push and shove called on Alvaro Martinez, and the Owls want to work quickly. Williams out wide for Marcaccini. He has Fink to his right. He'll use him. David on that preferred left. And Owls just take their time here on the build-up. Clark looks to have a sub coming in at the next stoppage. Franco. Oh, finds Smith just sitting between two defenders. Has help out wide. He can use it if he wants. And he will. That's the feet of Quickenden to the near post. Smith up top. Oh, and that effort from Barron, just unable to get over the top of it, was leaning back on it and goes over the top of the goal for another goal kick. Into the match for Clark. They've got him as number 24. No 24 on the roster. Yeah, there's no 24 on here for them, so he's coming out on for Javi Munoz. We'll check that at halftime and see who that is wearing the number 24 this afternoon for the Pride. Stepping in beautifully is Pinto, but right back are the Pride. Quickened in a lot of prize pressure, but Gonzalez has it for Clark. And a smart clearance there for the Owls. 4:53 left in the first half, leading 2-0. Marcaccini straight down to the feet of Fink. And he landed awkwardly as he fell backwards. Seems to be walking gingerly. That would be a huge problem for the Owls if Marcaccini took a knock on that one. Playing through the middle again. Alfonso Gonzalez out wide to the near side. Cross into the middle, headed away by Franco, and Owls will give up a corner. Would hate to give up a goal here before the end of this first half. And the officials will stop playing. As I said, Marcaccini fell awkwardly after winning that header out of the air. And now he sits just outside the 6-yard box. And you just have to feel for him here. And quickly, Simone Morona hops off the bench, starts to warm up a little bit. But that is not what you want to see as an Owls fan right now with Alejo Marcaccini-Batoli, who has been a staple of this program over the last 2 years. The 5'10 junior midfielder who was playing more of a center back position through much of this first half. And that is Morona, who looks to check in Marcaccini to his feet. His head trainer, Kirsten Arnold, will walk with him. He is not putting a lot of weight on that left leg. Good bit of sportsmanship there, helping him off. It's Javier Munoz. They do bring in Simone Morona, who's been in and out of the starting lineup most of the season, the 6'4 sophomore from Cortina, Italy. 4:04 remaining in the first half. Owls leading 2-0. Taking that corner is going to be Javi Munoz. This is one that has been a bit of a problem for the Owls this year. Corners and free kicks. Can they find a way to clear one out here? That ball to the back post. It's the effort deflected. And the Owls are going to be able to clear here as Williams will take his time, and now he just blasted out of play. And now another stoppage of play. And going down quickly is Matthias Cobb, and the officials, the Owls saying he was stomped on from behind. What is the AR going to say to her counterpart? Doesn't look like there's going to be anything there, just a throw in for Clark. This last 5 minutes taking a long time in this first half. And that'll be a foul quickly called on Alvaro Martinez. Shove into the back of Charlie Williams. A bit of frustration there by the Pride. And you hear Alvaro Martinez head coach Mike Pay telling his player, be smart. No reason to charge into the back of Williams on that play, especially when there was nowhere for Williams to go. Long ball played out by Vorak. Chasing is Cobb, but it does get to the hands of Fontana. Owls still on the chase for their first win in Heart of America play. Do have 3 draws, including that 1-1 draw with Missouri Valley last week. That ball trying to be played through. Diving effort from Sayer. As on that far side, it would have put in Campo one-on-one with Vorak if he doesn't get ahead on it. Headed up in the air. Nishito into the far corner. Morona trying to go step for step with him. Pass to the middle to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on his right, cuts back, and it's just wide of the left post. Woods will make a sub. Cobb will check out. They will bring back Francesco Debra. There's an active shift there for Matthias Cobb. Picked up a yellow, thought he had a goal. But if you're looking for energy and a little bit of spark, he brings that to you as Williams gets hacked from behind by Gonzalez. Williams so good at feeling where the Owls are at in play, knowing right now, slow it down a little bit, get yourself to half with that 2-0 lead. As his goal gave the Owls the lead 15 minutes in, and just a couple minutes later, Marlon Schwabe making it 2-0. Pushing everyone forward is Fontana. Header won by Clark. It was Martinez, and sliding in is Pinto. Under a minute left in the first half. Valverde lobbing it to Martinez. He does win the header, but straight to Vorak, who can just keep hold of the ball. The half will take a look at first half stats. Also scores around the Heart of America. Debra got tangled up with Zamorano, who wins that battle, and one more opportunity for Clark. They'll play that one to the middle, back post, and Sayer can just clear it out with 10 seconds to go. Doesn't look like we're going to get one more opportunity to finish it here, as the Owls will take a 2-0 lead into halftime over the Clark University Pride. You're watching William Woods Men's Soccer on the Urban Edge Network. Halftime here in Fulton as William Woods leads Clark 2-0. As the Owls looking for their first win in Heart of America play, as we'll bring up those first half stats for you. Not a lot to separate these two teams except for those 2 goals, as the Owls finished with 6 shots, 2 of those going on target, both into the back of the net for Clark. 4 shots, 1 on target, which is saved by Vorak, but an effort right at him. But Clark picking up 2 corners, the Owls 1, and then the yellow cards, 2 issued to the Owls, as 1 was issued to Matthias Cobb at the 29:33 mark of the first half. And along with Grant Barron, that one was issued at the 30:27 mark of the first half for Clark. Their yellow card went to number 14, Juan Pablos Cortez, at the 23:36 mark of the first half. The goals for the Owls, first one by Charlie Williams, as Francesco Dibra and Luis Pinto getting credit for the assist at the 13:26 mark of the first half. And then that second goal, Marlon Schwabe across from Luis Pinto and Miles Andrews getting the assist for the Owls as they hold a 2-0 lead over the Clark Pride at halftime. We come back, we'll look at scores from around the Heart of America as the Owls lead at 2-0 over Clark at the break.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
Welcome back to the North Campus Athletic Complex. The Owls lead at the break 2-0 over Clark University in Heart of America play as we take a look at scores from around the Heart of America as St. Ambrose suffering a tough loss 6-1 to Viterbo in non-conference play today. Missouri Baptist leading Park 2-1 at half. Mount Mercy and Baker tied at 0 at the break. Games later today, Mid-America and Grandview start at 4:30. That'll be a really good one as two teams near the top of the conference, as Grandview currently 4-0-1. They're sitting in first. Mid-America Nazarene at 3-1-1 puts them in fourth place. Central Methodist is at Culver Stockton. That one starts at 5. And then you have William Penn at Benedictine and Missouri Valley at Graceland to cap things off in men's soccer play. We'll take our last break before we start the second half as we get you set for more William Woods men's soccer on the Urban Edge Network powered by Visaic. Welcome back as we're just moments away from the start of the second half here in Fulton. As the only change for Woods is going to be Marcaccini will not start the second half, so we'll see Simone Morona. How do the Owls shift defensively? Will they keep Sayer in the middle or will they move Morona out there? That's the only change for the Owls in this second half. And looking at Clark here, see who they swap out to begin the second half. Based on starters, looks very similar to the starting 11. Actually, I see Xavier Campos out there. So Fontana, Aparisi, Munoz, Nishio, Solares, Cortez, Mejia, Arana, all back out there for the Owls. We mentioned those starters: Vorak, Andrews, Franco, Sayer, Pinto, and then Marcaccini will start on the bench. And then for him was Simone Morona, Quickenden, Francesco Dibra, Marlon Swaby, and Mo Schaefer. Owls trying to pick up their first win, Heart of America play, but expect a onslaught in the second half from the Pride. And a long ball off the chest of Andrews, and Clark will take it all the way back and will reset with the keeper Fontana to his captain Zamorano, who we saw start to push forward late in that second half, create a couple opportunities. Searching ball that's going to go out of play. Xavier Campo, the defender, was actually past his teammate Gonzalez, who was here on the wing. That just tells you early on, Clark is going to continue to press and try and put pressure and pick up an early goal. Miscommunication almost turns dire, but able to get a foot on it first was Jose Luis Rojas. Header one. Cleared away. Owls will go from left to right in the second half. Sun starting to creep down here in Fulton. Game 2 of a triple-header here at the North Campus Athletic Complex. Football kicks off at 7:30 tonight against Central Methodist on this homecoming afternoon. Beautiful weather in the mid-80s. See how the Owls handle this early pressure by Clark. They would love to get one in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Owls just have to remain composed and continue to play through the middle, as they've done such a tremendous job with Charlie Williams today. He has just been everywhere, him and Pinto both. But without Marcaccini, definitely puts a wrench in what they did well in the first half. And looking at the formation, the Owls have actually dropped into a four-man back line now. So Morona in the middle, him and Franco, and then they've moved Sayer out to right back. And Quickenden at left back, who we've saw push up quite often in the first half. The Owls knowing they're protecting a 2-0 lead. How do they handle that? And so far, Clark, opportunity, Campo, player in the middle. Oh, boy. Wanting that one back is going to be Arana, right to the hands of Vorak. And a turnover quickly. Crossed into the middle. Can he get off his line? Vorak, as it'll be at the feet of Munoz. He'll lob it to the back post. And chances early for the Pride. We were able to figure out number 24 is Edgar Mora for Clark. But these first 3 minutes have been owned by the Pride. Campo will take the throw-in. And he's come in and played big minutes off the bench for the Pride. Almost got himself an assist on that last attack. Zamorano, left side for Aparisi. Oh, beautiful ball over the top. Is he onside? He is. That's Arana to the back post. No one there. But how do the Owls recover right now? Vorak, tremendous pass to the near side, and it's turned over immediately. All the way through Arana. He has help if he just plays it to the middle. And it's going to be an own goal. My goodness. Oh, my Lord. Luis Pinto. An own goal, and it's 2-1. And just like that, the Pride find themselves right back in this one. And you feel for Luis, who was just trying to clear that thing out of play, but he couldn't have put it any more top bins in no reaction time for Vorak. We talked about coming out of halftime. What pressure Clark was going to put on the Owls defensively who had to make a change at half after the injury to Marcaccini. And they have been out of sorts to start the second half. Still have that 1-goal lead now, but Pinto unfortunately charged with the own goal. And now Quickenden, who looks like he got cut, he will have to come out of the game. Sub for the Owls. So we'll try and get that one to you. Official waiting to blow the whistle. Not sure what we're waiting on here. Is there blood on the field? Coaches are talking on the far side. Not sure what the stoppage was for. See the head coach, Mike Paya, going and talking to Quickenden, who's hurt on that far side. But right now, all the momentum in favor of the Pride. They cut the lead in half. 2-1 on an own goal. Player who checked in for Woods was number 20, Kyle Kammerer. And then a whistle and a foul called quickly. Kammerer, a 5'9" junior defenseman from Maryland Heights, Missouri, who is no stranger being out on that field. Started the season at left back. But Woods can't be complacent right now. Here's Williams. He'll get his opportunity. Then he gets tripped up from behind. Official going to give advantage. Then he gets tripped again. And an opportunity for the Owls for about 25 yards out. After Charlie Williams again forces the turnover, then earns the foul. An opportunity for Woods to respond after their 2-goal lead dwindles to 1. Pinto will take it for the Owls. They'll stack players on this near side. Debra Morona. Morona with his height will be a problem in the air. At 6'4". Pinto to the back post, and it's headed away. Is getting a piece of it at the last moment was Nirko Zamorano, and they will clear. There's Schaefer, wins that ball, but it's right to a Pride player. And they've got numbers again out wide. Chasing down is going to be Sayer as he gets rid of it. Back to his keeper, Vorak, but offsides is William Arana. Pinto, long ball again to Andrews. And it's interesting to see they've dropped Valverde all the way to center back, almost as a third center back to try and deal with the speed of Andrews. And Williams has to be careful not to pick up a yellow. Through ball to Arana. Numbers for Clark. He's one-on-one with Vorak. A save from Matt and cleared out of the box for the moment being. Arana still with it at his feet. Left-footed effort to the back post. No one there. But Vorak comes up huge for the Owls. And right now the passing lane's wide open for the Pride as the Owls trying to play the high line. Headed down the field, but right back to Clark. Alfonso Gonzalez. Valverde has runners into the box and offsides. Will be Yuto Nishio. 5'8" junior midfielder from Kanagawa, Japan. If we had those possession stats, it would easily be somewhere at between 70-30 and 80-20 to Clark to begin the second half. These first 7 minutes have to feel like forever for the Owls, who just can't get back on possession. They controlled possession the entire first half. And here goes Gonzalez again. Out wide. It'll be Kampa. Ball across, deflected nicely by Josh Sayer. And the Owls will clear. Pinto with Swaby there. He'll just continue, but he'll lose it out of play. Owls just need a spell of possession right now. Kampa. And on his feet is Javi Munoz. Now wide for Mora. Just stays on possession. Rojas. Munoz. Gonzalez, but Schaefer takes it away for Woods. Schaefer, 2 to his left. He can use Andrews, and he'll go by Valverde. Cross into the box. It's going to be low and softly driven. Cleared out by Clark. Oh, Valverde with a nice head feint there to get some space. Wearing the captain's armband for Clark. Right to the feet of Rodrigo Franco for Woods. They can go. That's deflected. Can Debra get there first? He can't. As the keeper, Fontana, off his line quickly to pick that loose ball up. It took an awkward deflection. Almost landed perfectly for Francesco Debra. Debra, Pinto, Williams to his left. Owls just trying to get their footing in the second half. That ball stolen away. Camera was looking for Williams. Defender track back, and what a diagonal ball. And again, it's going to be Arana. One-on-one, he's going to cut back to his right, looking for the finish, deflected by Morona. Right out to a teammate, and it's just wide. That second effort from Javi Munoz. Officials say no deflection. It'll be a goal kick for Woods. Mora checks out for Clark. Sayer pushed all the way up the field. Wants to find Debra. He'll get on his horse to try and get there, but just too much. He was shielded off the ball. But again, this left wing for Clark creating 3 or 4 opportunities, including a goal in this early parts of the second half. Again, long ball finds Kampa, and he takes a left foot. He'll cross it to the far side. Softly, they'll leave it. A shot and deflection inside the box. Still trying to clear the Owls. Another shot and a volley and a save from Vorak. Getting all over the top of that one was Alberto Gonzalez. And Vorak up to the challenge. No rebound on that second shot. But Woods has to have a spell of possession here. They are on their heels to start the second half. And Vorak tries to play a long ball to Debra. Williams gets it, but he's going to be called for a high boot. It'll be a free kick for the Pride. Valverde sets it down quickly. He's got Cortez to his right. Instead, they're going to try and play a long ball. Cortez. Luis Mejia, who had his foot on it, but it's taken away. Here's Williams, just got a toe to it, but right to Kampa. Vorak just blasted upfield to try and relieve some pressure for the moment. Aparici. Rojas. Al's not applying any pressure, just hear screams of drop from that defense. Munoz with room to work. Out wide for Valverde. Oh, good look there to a teammate, Rojas. They want to go wide with Kampa. Chasing is Swaby. Kampa. Right foot of Arana and chasing to the back post Mejia, but it's too strong. be Alvaro Martinez returning for Clark. 6'5" midfielder will come in for Javi Munoz. An own goal in the first couple minutes of this second half has this match well in the balance now. Nothing really Luis Pinto could do. I know he was trying to clear it, but not a whole lot you can do in a deflection like that. Here goes Andrews. Andrews inside this 6. He's got help there. He had Debra and a whistle. And is that one inside the box? No, it is not. They're going to bring it back just outside the 18 on the far side. And a free kick for Woods. Andrews' pace continuing to just give problems to the back line of Clark. Picking it up will be Charlie Williams that's going to be Mo Schaefer taking that free kick as Williams just going to stand at that semicircle outside the 18. Schaefer will look to get an in-swinger here. Just any deflection will put this thing in the back of the net. Schaefer with the right tries to go low and right into the wall. And Schaefer's got to hurry. He's got a defender on his back. Keeps his composure, finds Pinto. He's got Narito on him. He's got to go back. As Nishiro applies pressure and Vorak to this near side, that ball is going to be lucky to stay in play. And a throw in for the Pride. Sub for the Pride. Coming off will be Compa. Make sure that confirmed that sub. That looked to be Juan Alvarado making his first appearance, number 13. And he will quickly put the ball at his feet. Rojas is stolen away by Luis Pinto. Owls have numbers. Williams and Andrews. And that pass, just not enough on it. And it's taken away. Martinez has to go under his boot. Got to clear it away if you're Franco. It's a good ball. Debra's on sides and headed back to the keeper. For Alvarado, actually, make that Eric Solaris, who started the match now, back at right wing. Just no pressure right now by the Owls up front. As Debra and Andrews kind of left to their own here. Oh, Debra gets a piece. It's deflected. Keeper Fontana. Finds Aparisi. Long ball cut off by Luis Pinto. That's a beautiful ball to Debra. He's all sides, just by a yard or two. Gonzalez, the maestro of that midfield for Clark. It's been fun to watch him and Williams go up against each other this afternoon. But the attack all goes through those two. Beautiful ball again over the top to Mejia. Wants to go with his left, has a teammate there. Again, one more pass. Gonzalez, Martinez cuts back to his left and right into the hands of Vorak, who is furious with his defense right now. Andrews does get a piece. Debra gets there as well. Can he be the first one to beat the defender? And again, it's Zamorano dealing with the trouble. Valverde. We'll see if that's a foul. Yes, it is, and it's going to go on Kammerer. He just got to that ball a second late. of Solaris. They'll switch fields. Wanting to work quickly are the Pride. Munoz. Oh, it's taken away. Good work by Schaefer. He's got time and space. Now he can slow it down. Pinto's in the middle. Luis chops it out wide. Just not enough on it. Taken away by Mejia. Gonzalez. Alfonso Gonzalez by one defender, and then a whistle and a foul called. And I think the official wanting to see if anything was going to materialize as he was tugged down before Simone Morona took that ball away. And another free kick opportunity for the visitors. Aparisi. Swaby steps in, and he can go. Marlon Swaby still going. Trying to get by a defender. Can he get there? Shoved off the ball by Aparisi. And then almost committing the foul is Schwabi, but you like to see that from the freshman. Heavy ball. Andrews going to put pressure on. And Valverde works out of trouble. Martinez for Yuto Nishio. Alvaro Martinez. And again, it's Luis Pinto to deal with it for Woods. Kammerer trying to keep it in play. He can't. And 2 subs will come in for the Pride at the next stoppage. Yes, they'll make that stop right now. Juan Pablo Cortez returns. And in for the first time is number 21, Luke Revels, a 6'3 senior from Luton, England. And they're going to put him into the attack. So right now they've got up top Revels, who's 6'3", and Martinez, who's 6'5". There can't be a taller attacking group than what's out on the field right now. There might not be a team in the country at any level of collegiate soccer that has 2 forwards at 6'3" or taller. Andrews, can he get there first? No, it's cleared away. Sliding effort by Zamorano. Al's yet to make a sub in this second half. Outside of the one for the injury as Kammerer came in for the injured Quickenden, who got a cut on his face. They're still working on that on the far side. Throw into Schaefer. Moritz for Sayer. Maybe Josh will take a peek here. Thought about maybe what a move. Here goes Sayer. Sayer with a cross to the back post and just too much on it. Had Andrews attacking, but nothing there. Yuto Nishio checks out for the visitors. And quickly returning is Javi Munoz, who I believe had enough time to get a squirt of water and maybe take a seat on the bench. I mean, that was less than 2 or 3 minutes before he was back out on the field. Driving inside, continuing his possession is Cortez. Munoz. Solaris. Dangerous ball. It's got to be cleared. It's not. A shot off the post and over the bar. Flying effort there from Revels. Awkward bounce on that initial ball. Kind of had Morona fooled. And Revels unable to get over the top of that ball as it actually hit the crossbar of the football goalpost. A couple feet above a soccer post. Be a goal kick either way for Vorak. I know we've continued to try and play these long balls, but they've been one out of the air. That first ball has been one out of the air almost every single time in the second half by Clark. Oh, way to step up there for Kammerer. He finds Andrews on that initial steal. Here goes Andrews. He's got 2 defenders to beat. Miles tries to cut back, wants to stay on his left. And he gets upended outside the 18. Official says play on. And all kinds of acreage here for the Pride. Gonzalez. Deflected, but it still makes it out to Cortez. Cross. Nobody there. Swaby steps in for the interception. Sayer to the feet of Debro. Nice first touch for Francesco. Defender pushing on him, takes it away. Did a good job winning the initial ball, just really nowhere to go after that. And a turnover by the Pride, but right back to him as Franco couldn't control the pass. Cortez. And there is Schaefer. Schwabe's going to play it back to Vorak. And then he will blast it near midfield. Deaver trying to win out of there. He's 1-on-3 though right now. Not a lot of opportunities. And Williams, can he get there first? He cannot. As Gonzalez takes it away. Long ball. Cameron, smart play, gets it right back to his keeper as he heads it to him. Morona, Sayer, Pinto. Oh, Schwabe with acres of space if he can get this first touch. And here he goes. Marlon Schwabe. Oh, he's taken away by Aparisi. Cortez with Schaefer there, and then a whistle for a foul on Schaefer. All the way back. Munoz will send that pass to Fontana, the goalkeeper. Midway through our second half, Owls hanging on to a 2-1 lead. 2 goals in the first half from Charlie Williams and Marlon Schwabe. And then an own goal in the opening seconds of our second half from Luis Pinto has made it 2-1. Franco hits it with the top of his studs, and then Sayer makes sure it's cleared out of the box. The attack has kind of been left out on an island in this second half for Woods, as it's really been all Pride. Munoz, step over, shot right at Vorak. Perfect positioning by this. Vorak with perfect positioning on that save. And again, they want to get the ball out wide for Marlon Schwabe, one of the Owls' 2 goal scorers this afternoon. Schwabe, step over, getting on his right foot and shoved off the ball, trying to turn the corner, and it's going to be a corner. Subs, 4 subs coming in for Clark. Yuto Nishio, one of those 4 subs. Also back in is William Arana. So it looks like they'll get their starters back in for the final 20 minutes. Kammerer will take the corner for the Owls. For the Owls, checking in is number 14, Daniel De Boer. 5'10" freshman from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Kammerer ready to take the corner. He'll go short to Andrews. Miles to the back post. That's a beautiful ball headed by Sayer, but right to the keeper, Fontana. You can't draw it up any better in practice if you're Woods. Just that final touch, need a little more power, and an offsides whistled on Nishio. First pass to Sayer. Just nowhere to work through the middle right now. Morona going to go back to Sayer. Josh just going to tack that out wide to Schwabe. Just a little strong, but it'll still be a throw for Woods. 18:40 to play. Sayer will take the throw in. Throw in finds the feet of Schwabe, tries to turn to his right, the defender there to take it away, and that should be a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Tough break there for Marlon Schwabe. Gonzalez will check out. Back in will be Jose Luis Rojas. For Woods, the sub will be a Johnny Smith for Marlon Schwabe. Restart will come from Fontana on the goal kick. Seeing how Clark maybe makes some changes defensively, as that was Juan Pablo Cortez on this near side, but now he works quickly to the middle of the field. And even farther up now is Zamorano. Oh, stolen away by Williams. Tried to find Andrews, but it's taken away by Zamorano again. That ball over the top. Can Vorak get there first? No, he doesn't need it, though. Offsides on that attacking run is William Arana. "17 minutes to go. 2-1 the lead for Woods. 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of the first half for the Owls. And the 1 own goal for Clark early in the second half. Andrews, a menace. He's trying to get over to his preferred left. Can he get there? Still trying. Miles with the cross to the front post. It's deflected, but must have gone off of Andrews last as the official awards the goal kick to Clark. Kammerer was trying to apply pressure. The ball, though, to Arana on the right wing for the Pride. Arana cutting back to his left. And not sure he was wanting to get that off with a shot. But Vorak again picks it up. Debra can't win it out of the air, but when you're 1-on-3, it makes it really difficult. But he's done a nice job of at least putting some pressure when it's needed on the defense. But those opportunities that seem like they were coming left and right in that first half, just nowhere to be found in the second. And now Charlie Williams goes down. And hopefully just a cramp for the 5'10 junior from Birmingham, England. But that could be another big loss for this team. And I see Rodrigo Franco also limping on that back line. The heat this afternoon, unseasonably hot, and there is no breeze whatsoever. Creeped near 87 degrees this afternoon. But Williams going to try and play through it here. We'll see who the sub is. And they are going to make a change. And the Owls have it to go to the freshman Carter Jones, number 30, a 5'7" freshman from Columbia, Missouri, and maybe the biggest minutes of his early career at Woods. The Owls have lost both Williams and Marcaccini to injuries. And some young players being asked to step up. Johnny Smith out there, the sophomore. We just talked about bringing on Carter Jones, the freshman. Francesco Debra, also a freshman. So a lot to find out in this final 15:37 for Woods. But they've still got Luis Pinto out there, the leader. He'll find Debra out wide for Andrews. Got to go if you're Miles. Making a long run is a Johnny Smith from this near side. Andrews still has it at his feet, and then he goes down, but it's taken away by Edgar Mora. Just got it stuck at his feet that time was Andrews. And on the hop is Munoz. Out wide to Yuto Nishio. And then Nishio goes down under almost a horse collar tackle there from Josh Sayer. It's going to be a foul with 15 minutes to go. See if Clark elects to drive this one into the box. They are. No one over here on this near side with Nishio. Owls will finally send Pinto out there. Standing over it'll be Compa. It's the first half substitute. Hasn't come off the field since. Compa, it'll be a left-footed effort. That one to the back post, headed down but not out. And then Debra straight up into the air. Carter Jones, great touch. And then almost able to flick one on there for Andrews. He's in full sprint, trying to go by the defender. And there's Mora. But like that touch there from Jones, that's a ball that went 60 feet up in the air, dropped straight down, and a beautiful first touch and almost finding Andrews on the run. That's a driven ball off the back of a Johnny Smith. Morona has time, and he will clear it away. Valverde, who has played at least 5 positions this afternoon, now playing left back. Cortez. Clip one over the top. That could be a problem. Sayer there will track back. So the pressure continues to be applied by Mora. A foul will be called on Clark. 13:20 to play. House could take their time here. Pinto elects to play it to Kyle Kammerer. Down the line for Andrews. Great ball by Kyle. Andrews just needs that one moment of brilliance. One moment of brilliance would put this away for the Owls. Pinto outside the box. Luis with the right foot. Oh, it's saved initially, and just getting on top of his Fontana to keep the rebound from pounced on by Francesco Dibra. And Cortez not looking to mess around, gets that ball to Munoz in the middle. Back to Cortez. What a moment that would have been for Luis Pinto. But up to the challenge that time was Lucas Fontana. And a shot from the left foot there from Jose Luis Rojas. Not what he was wanting to do, and subs quickly by Clark. They just continue to flood fresh legs into the game. Returning is Alfonso Gonzalez, as is Luis Mejia. Vorak. So soft on that touch is Andrews. But again, just defenders all over him. And it's taken away. Pinto tries to step in on Gonzalez. Alfonso Gonzalez. Taken away by Daniel DeBoer. Another freshman out on the field right now. Sayer. Back to his keeper, Vorak. Switching fields to Kammerer. Can he keep it in? No. Mejia to take the quick throw. Actually leaves it for Valverde. That ball was deflected. It went off of Clark and William Arana. 10:55 to play. Franco, just no one there as Valverde wins it out of the air. Maybe a little bit of a shove, and yeah, foul called on DeBoer. Valverde will take the free kick. Valverde out wide for Mejia. Kammerer trying to shadow him outside the box. Mejia turns and fires one well above the goal. And a goal kick and a substitution. Off the field will come Xavier Campo. And now Juan Alvarado will come in along with Alvaro Martinez. Alvaro Martinez now tucks into the midfield. They had him out at right wing much of this game. Now he's moved into more defensive mid position. Have to think that's to try and continue to win balls out of the air right now. As those first balls just continue to be won by the visitors, and it's perfectly out wide to Alvarado, the sophomore from Cascade, Iowa. Alvarado. Arana, it's cleared away by Rodrigo Franco. Is this ball going to stay in? It is. Andrews keeps it in. Needs somebody to show for him. It's DeBoer trying to keep it off of him, and it'll be a throw-in for Clark. Valverde, Zamorano. for Aparisi. Mejia on the left wing. He's offsides again. And that has to drive his head coach crazy. Third or fourth time Luis Mejia has been caught offsides. 8:45 to go. Vorak drives it down the field, and Mejia wins the header and then headed away. That should be a Woods throw, and it is. Last one went off the head of Jose Luis Rojas. Woods now protecting a 2-1 lead. Mejia, Debra trying to step in, can't get there, but like to see him. He does a good job of committing the tactical foul to kind of slow up the attack for Clark. Under 8 minutes to go. Alfonso Martinez, not enough on that pass. Kyle Kammerer rips it away. Kammerer trying to play Andrews in. Miles cuts back to the 6. Debra trying to finish. Right foot again, and it's just wide. What a save by Lucas Fontana to keep it a 1-goal scoreline. But Kyle Kammerer flying up the field. Carter Jones also there, and Jones will take the corner. A freshman from Columbia, graduate of Battle High School, will take the corner for Woods with 7:13 to go and leading 2-1. Jones, well to the back post. Header still not cleared. Franco will head it towards the goal, and it goes right to the hands of Fontana. As Morona's got to work back. See what Fontana elects to do. He's going to boot it up the field. Someone's got to win it out of the air. And Pinto just going to head it away. Mejia will take the throw. End-to-end stuff. Owls are going to have to earn it this afternoon. Ball deflected, another throw in for Clark. Valverde will take the throw. It will make it into the 18 to Martinez. His shot well wide, the corner. It did take a deflection. Here goes Mejia to take the corner for the Pride with 6 minutes to go. Owls leading 2-1. Nobody on Valverde right now as Debra will go out and chase him. That's to the near post. Vorak with a strong punch to get it out of there. Valverde back out to Mejia. He didn't catch it well. Brought down to the feet of Rojas. They'll cycle it back out to Mejia on the right wing. Mejia with the left. Headed, not able to get a head on it with Kammerer. Al still trying to clear. It's Pinto running into the corner, and he'll just keep it there. But then he'll fire it upfield. Valverde trying to turn onto his right. He goes down, and then they call a foul on Woods. A blitz of attacks here in the second half from Clark. They trailed 2-0 in half, got an own goal a couple minutes into the second half. And have been after it ever since to tie this game up. That's Vorak who wins it out of the air of Martinez. So he takes it away, and then Owls have a player down. Who is that down for Woods? The injury bug has just lit them up this afternoon. It looks to be Rodrigo Franco. .6'3" junior from Portugal. 4:44 to go. 2-1 lead for the Owls. Trying to get their first win in Heart of America play. Clark, on the other hand, finds themselves in 6th place in the conference at 2-3-1. A win for Woods could actually find them as far up the list as 9th place after today. They can find a way to get one. And these ones at home are so valuable. Smith can't win it out of the air. DeBoer can't win it out of the air either. And here goes Mejia. Trying to cut back inside for Alvarado. And a good tackle from DeBoer. That'll be a throw for Woods too. Clock will stop with 4:17 to go. David Fink looks to be coming in for the Owls. DeBoer will check out after a really nice slide tackle to earn the throw in for Woods. Kammerer will just blast it to the other box. Fontana will just come out and win it out of the air. Fontana didn't catch it well, and there's Luis Pinto. A Johnny Smith near side. Smith can just keep going. A Johnny trying to cut it back into the box of the back post. Fink trying to run in on it. He's got it near the byline. Can he keep it in? He's just going to back in the defender and waste a little bit of time in the corner. Fink looking to get inside the box. David trying to cut it to Andrews. But again, it's the captain Zamorano and Clark looking to get out on the break. Andrews busting it to try and get there defensively and slow down Mejia. But he'll spin back into the middle. Mejia. Arana. Back to Mejia. Take it away by DeBoer. And again, here's David Fink. Fresh legs for the Owls. Driving. Fink. Can he get on that preferred right? Cannot. He gets it back. Fink will slow it up with 3:05 to go. Fink turning to his left. Plays the ball in the box looking for Jones. But it's cleared away. And Jones will have to track back. Alvarado. Martinez. And they'll go all the way back to Valverde. 2:43 to go. Here's Andrews trying to step in. Can he get possession? Yes, he can. Has one defender to beat. Trying to go by him, and that's got to be a red card. There is no one there, and that could be, yeah, it's got to be a red. There's no defenders left, and he's going to go. As Zamorano is going to earn the red card. That's denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, and the captain will be sent off for the Clark Pride. But Andrews, one of the leaders of this squad, out there with a group of youngsters right now. A lot of players on that field, freshmen, sophomores, putting in some huge minutes, but it's the defensive pressure by Andrews that forces the defensive mistake and the eventual red card to Zamorano. And what a loss that is for the Pride. With 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play. The Clark has 3 subs waiting to check in. Curious what we're seeing. Oh, Zamorano has to leave the premises after that red card, and he does. He'll exit. Jones over the free kick. The Owls only have 4 players in the attack right now. Have to think this one goes to the feet of Fink or Andrews to try and dribble this one into the corner. Jones, one of those youngsters pressed into service today with some injuries for Woods, gets back to Fink. David, still with possession. 2:18 to go. Here goes David Fink. Out to Jones. Jones with Andrews in the middle to finish it. It gets back to a Johnny Smith, though, in the far right-hand corner. Smith Looking to cut back, still working to Pinto. And the Owls got to keep possession. Andrews steps in, but it's taken away. And then Sayers right there. Owls trying to close this one out. Sayer. Back to DeBoer. Now wide to Fink. Jones makes the run. Long ball to the far side. He's got a Johnny Smith. Beautiful cross-field ball to Smith. 1:40 to go. Johnny jumps over one attack, and then a defender plows into the back of him. And that might earn another card. And they're going to stop the clock with 1:32 to go. And a yellow card issued to Carlos Aprise. As Aprise picks up his first yellow. And all Woods wants to do right here is just get an initial touch from Smith and give it right back to Miles Andrews to try and close this one out. Andrews will just leave it for Smith. 1:30 remaining. Smith. Pinto. Luis out to Andrews. Miles loses it out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Martinez is there. Al's got to take it away. Martinez's pass off the deflection to Sayer. DeBoer. Morona with his left. Plays it right to Valverde, but he can't clear it out the field. 1 minute to go. Alvarado drives one. It's a beautiful ball to Martinez. Clipped back and going down was Nishio looking for the foul. Nothing there. It was a beautiful ball, though, played by Alvarado to just get it to the feet of Nishio. Substitution, and they're not going to stop the clock as the substitution is by the team that is trailing. And some big bodies getting in there. We see Luke Revels return. With 27 seconds to go, Clark's got to go. A lot of time wasted here. Valverde wants to go in the box. Long ball there. It's going to be headed away. Pinto with 15 seconds to go. Has Miles Andrews there. Can he win it out of the air? No, but it goes out of play. 8 seconds to go. And Woods is going to do it and win their first match in Heart of America play with a victory 2-1 over the Clark University Pride. We'll take a break. You've been watching William Woods Men's Soccer on the Urban Edge Network, powered by Visaic. Welcome back as the Owls defeat Clark 2-1 to earn their first win in Heart of America play as they go to 1-2-3 in conference play. They go to 3-4-3 overall. For the Pride, they drop to 4-4-3 and 2-4-1 in Heart of America play. As we look at some final stats for you, still getting those inputted here real quick. But what an afternoon for Woods to pick up their first victory in the Heart of America as a program, as they defeat a very good Clark University team 2-1. As we get these yellow cards inputted, Woods ending up with 2 yellow cards as well, as we'll pull up those final stats for you. As you'll see, shots in favor of the visitors, 16-10. And then the Owls had 10 shots on goal today, as they were able to, 5 shots on goal, is what they ended up with those 5 saves. So credit to both keepers, as Nat Dvorak coming up with 10 saves this afternoon, as they were able to keep Clark off the score sheet. The one goal for Clark was an own goal by Luis Pinto. But the Owls got started quickly, and it was a quick start that helped them this afternoon, as picking up the goal from Charlie Williams at the 13:26 mark of the first half on an assist by Francesco Debra. Just a ball played across the middle again that got a deflection, as Debra and Luis Pinto with a give and go, and then a finish for Williams. And then just 3 minutes later, Marlon Schwabe on a very similar play, as the Owls were able to work it to the wing across from Luis Pinto, and then Miles Andrews, as Marlon Schwabe tucked it away, and the Owls in full control in the first 15 minutes. But then it really was an onslaught to start the second half. That goal just 2 minutes and 17 seconds into the second half, an own goal, which they actually do give the goal to William Arana. It looked like it went off the foot of Luis Pinto, but a 2-1 final score. There were 4 cards issued in the match, as 2 yellow cards for both teams, and then the 1 red card. The 2 yellows issued for the Owls, it was Matthias Cobb, and then also to Grant Barron, who picked up yellows in the first half. No cards in the second half for Woods. In the second half for Clark, yellow card given to Jose Luis Rojas with 88 minutes and 28 seconds into the match. And then also a yellow card issued to Nirko Zarmana earlier in the first half, and then he picks up a red card in the second half, as he gets ejected with just over 2.5 minutes to go. Owls improve on the season as they pick up their 3rd win of the year. They'll be back in action against William Penn on October the 4th, so have a full week off before they'll play next Saturday against the William Penn Statesmen. For Casey Weeder, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon. A 2-1 victory for the Owls. Make sure you tune in for Game 3 of our triple header as football kicks off against Central Methodist to round out the day. That one starts at 7:30. Pregame will start here at 7:15. Ryan Rattone, Brady Rattone, and Jacob Adams all on the call on that one for you. Owls pick up a massive victory as they look to pull themselves out of the cellar in the Heart of America. And what a big win it is, a 2-1 win over the Clark University Pride. You've been watching William Woods Men's Soccer on the Urban Edge Network, powered by Visaic.